Hello, this is episode 4 of Speaking from Experience with David Gabor, the founder of DGN Workplace Initiatives. And I'm here with my marketing partner, Jonathan Lemaster, and David Gabor, obviously. And today's topic is something that we all need to think about. Is your employee manual up to snuff? Between the pandemic and the impact it has had on how and where people work, should any of this be reflected in the employee manuals?
Alyssa, unfortunately, the answer is yes. Employers do need to take a close look at the employee manuals. And I know there's already so much on your plate, but you really do need to do it because one of the problems is that the manuals were written for most companies back in the day when we were all in the same place at the same time. And remote workers is something that's going to be around most likely for a very, very long time. But the policies in the handbook don't reflect a remote workforce and don't make it very clear what is expected of employees working remotely, what is expected of managers managing remote workforces. The second thing is harassment prevention is something that should be reflected in all employee manuals. But it's got to be a reasonable way for employees to report concerns that they have in the way they've been treated or what they've witnessed, how other people have been treated. But does your policy work when people are remote? Or do they need to physically be in the office to be able to report something? Take a very close look at your policy from those perspectives and see if they do need to be changed.
Yeah, interesting. We're all living in this virtual world now, or hybrid world. Any other recommendations you have in light of that?
I do. I have a couple more for now, but these are only some of many recommendations employers should think about. And one of them is to consider, unfortunately, we're in an age where there's a lot of hacking and there's computer piracy that's out there. Have you made it clear enough to your team what they can and cannot do? Do you have rules regarding if they can access an email or a link that comes to them, what they should be doing with their system if they're working remotely and they log in at home and they go out and they go to the post office or they go to the deli to get lunch and they leave the computer on? Have you addressed those with your employees? I'm sorry to say it's important to do it. And then the last one, which is something that you should do every year, is there's so many new laws, rules, regs across the country that came out usually right around December 31st or January 1st. Do they impact what's already in your employee manual? Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you, Alyssa, for your time.
Thank you so much, David. That's been great advice. I always look at the new year as an opportunity to check in with my clients on updating their employee handbooks. With so many changes the past year and a half and 2 years, it's a great advice. So this has been episode 4 of Speaking from Experience with David Gabor from DGN Workplace Initiatives.